Hey guys, so this is the Oakter Quadra box used to control the lights and switches and fans. There are three components to it. This is the power panel, this is the controller, and this is the wireless module. So if you look at this, at the back side of it, in the power panel, there are four connections that you can basically link to your switches and fans that you want, the output, the load. So what you need to do is first make sure that you connect the neutral and the live wire coming from your mains into this connector, and you have a supplement that you can wire it in and plug it back in like this. Okay, the other piece that you need to make sure is there is a DC connector, a converter that is required for the controller part of it. So this basically, the red wire goes to the live, and this one goes to the neutral, again from the mains, and then the output of this is now need to be plugged in to the controller over here, right? We're going to do that at the last part of the phase. Apart from that, this got initially a bit confusing for me, so I just want to make sure that we're clear with this. The output from here, which needs to go in to the appliance, so there would be one live wire that is connected to the appliance, that the output from one of these terminals needs to be connected to that, and correspondingly, let's say we take number one for example. So the one wire now needs to go to the appliance. From in the controller part of it, the one you need to basically connect to the switch itself. So the switch will have two slots, usually one of which is connected to the phase. So the phase is where it's going to be connected from this controller. So the second slot that the switch has, which is the empty one, now you need to string along all the empty slots from the switches, connect it together in common, and take out the black wire from the switch common here and connect it all together. So you would have an additional wire that they provide, and out of which, once you connect the panel here, as Anthony is showing you, once that's done, the black wire that you see here needs to be connected to the common slot at the end, right? And all the color bands that you see here are corresponding to your phase wires into the switch for each appliance. So once this is connected, we'll show you another completed demo just to see how it all fits in back. Thank you. Okay guys, we're part of the second part of setting up the Quadra box from Oakter. So we made all the connections now before we actually plug it in. So I'm just going to walk you through one of the main things that you would need to know, which wires come from the mains and which wires go to the neutral of the mains, and then the appliances side. So I'm going to show you for the controller that's over here, we've connected the box, which is the DC converter for the 5-volt DC in. So it's already plugged in. This needs a phase wire, as well as the power panel also needs a live wire, as you can see here, right? So we plugged in both together into this blue wire that you would be able to see, which we're going to plug in to the actual mains. The neutral that the power panel requires, as well as the DC converter requires, are again plugged back in, as you can see from over here, and then back again into the same wire that we're going to plug in. And all the appliance wires we plugged in through that socket that we've got, and we've extended that into multiple wires. The same thing that needs to be done over here, that there's nothing much that you need to do for preparations. We're just getting it ready to plug in. So once we're done, we're going to show you how it all fits in together. Thanks.